What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know so I can hold you.
If you want someone who's going to be maybe the best in purely in coverage, I have Shavon Revel, right? He comes in here having only played 3 games this past season, but he still managed to have an incredible 14% force incompletion rate, as well as 2 interceptions and 2 pass breakups, and a very respectable 11% missed tackle rate. It's not great, but it is the second best of the 5 on my top 5 list, only behind 𝗕𝙬𝗓𝘂𝗀𝗂𝗓.
Right.
So, even though it was a limited sample size this past season, you can go back to the year before and you see Shavon Revel, popping off the film. He is, very aggressive. He has great length. He's a corner who has a good build for someone who can project to be a top cornerback in this league. The only question mark people have about him is as a result of the injury, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe you bring up the level of competition, but when you look at the teams he played against who are Power 4 opponents, he balls out, right? Like Michigan. So to me, right, a lot of the big question marks around Revel are kind of overblown. And again, I had him as my number 1 cornerback for a long time, so I think very highly of him.
Not a lot of 4 or 5-star guys on the opposite that you would have had with like a 𝗕𝙬𝗓𝘂𝗀𝗓𝘂 or Will Johnson at Michigan. With Shavon Revel, yes, the injury, but kind of like how we've been saying, especially Dante the past couple of weeks, with how modern medicine is, or like how good that the modern medicine is, it doesn't really, concern me as much, especially when you've seen him like working out, at pro days, combines.
Nick Chubb was just squatting 500 pounds.
I was
He
about
tore
to
the
say
same
Nick Chubb
knee
is
up.
broken. He's broken his leg twice and is still working out, squatting 600 plus pounds. So I'm not, that doesn't worry me too much about it. We do have the small sample size, but if you look at, watch the sliders. But you look at like last year as well, the production was there. If he was able to if he went last year, he probably could have gone like 2nd or 3rd round. The production is there.
Yeah.
And kind of the same thing that you'll see with my list is I'll usually give the number 1 spot to somebody that is the pure, like they are just in that position.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And then after that 2 and everything else will be like rotational players, like with 𝗕𝙬𝗓𝘂𝗀𝗓𝘂. Ǩľi talked about, you got outside, slot, nickel, star, you can put him kind of anywhere. And that's a versatile piece that will definitely guarantee him kind of a 1st-round pick, maybe even over 𝗕𝙬𝗓𝗂𝗓𝘂𝗀𝗓𝗂, kind of like with just the fact that he's very versatile. That may get him over some of the other corners.
Shavon Revel is as much as a corner that doesn't have anything that you could say is bad on this guy. The Michigan tape still speaks in volumes of how good this kid can be, because you need games like that if you're playing at smaller schools. Stayed loyal to Eastern Carolina, another guy just like Kobe that could have entered the transfer portal, and schools like Alabama and Georgia were knocking. They wanted him on their team. Imagine Georgia with Shavon Revel.
He would be the consensus number 1 corner.
He might be the number 1 player off the board this year if he would play as good as he was. And that's no cap. Shavon Revel has got a great combination of size, speed, athleticism. The best part of his game is his vision and his ball skills. Like, the instincts of Shavon Revel are on another level. And I don't want to say it's too much like I think 𝗕𝙬𝗓𝘂𝗀𝗓𝘂𝗀𝗓 has that same type of skill set, but I think Shavon's is just, with his size and everything, elevates everything that he can do. The one play, go watch the sliders, the one bat down that he did right in zone coverage, the jump up and snap the ball down from Colston Loveland in that Michigan game. It was like, what the hell? Like, he really made that play? You don't see corners do that. I'm telling you what, there's a lot of NFL teams that are going to pick this guy probably in the middle part of the 1st round, and somebody's eyeballs are going to be like, well, why the hell would you pick him up? He just came off a knee injury. Shut up. Does that team know? And we're gonna be cheering that team on. Yeah, you did the right thing, bro. Well, whoever it is,
You did good.
yeah, your scouting department is elite.